Oh my god, we're so divided right now. We're so like hating each other right now. So I don't know. I'm so bummed by all of this. So why don't we just go ahead and read an internet story that was written down millions of years ago, that is just a timeless piece of internet memorabilia. Oh god, this is gonna be a long video, I'm sorry. Here we go. Chapter 9. Author's note.
Stop flaming, okay? I didn't read all the books. This is from the movie, so it's not my fault if Dumbledore swears. Beswids, I said he has a headache. And the reason Snap doesn't like Harry now is cause he's a Christian and Vampire is a Satanist. MCR rocks.
I was so mad and sad. I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco. Then all of a suddenly, an horrible man with red eyes and no nose, and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose, basically like Voldemort in the movie, and he was wearing all black, but it was obvious he wasn't Gothic. It was Voldemort. No, I shouted in a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted, Imperious, and I couldn't run away. Crookshanks, I shouted at him. Voldemort fell off his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him, even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped.
Ebony,
he yelled. Oh, Ebony, he yelled.
Thou must kill Vampire Potter.
I thought about Vampire and his sexa eyes and his gothic black hair and how his face looks just like Joel Madden. I remembered that Draco had said I didn't understand, so I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went out with him and they broke up? Logical conclusions. No, Voldemort, I shouted back. Voldemort gave me a gun. No, please, I begged.
Thou must,
he yelled. I can't fucking yell in that voice.
If thou does not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco.
How did you know? I asked in a surprised way. Voldemort got a so retarded look on his face.
I hath telekinesis,
he answered cruelly.
And if you doth not kill Vampire, then thou know what will happen to Draco,
he shouted. Then he flew away angrily on his broomstick. I was so scared and mad I didn't know what to do. Suddenly, Draco came into the woods. Draco, I said. Hi! Hi, he said back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram.
Get it?
Between Joel Madden and Gerard Way. I do get it, yes. Are you okay? I asked. No, he answered. I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought you cheated on me, I expelled. That's okay, he said, all depressed, and we went back into Hogwarts together, making out. Why did Voldemort give her a gun? I fucking love that. Like, they're magical people, yet a gun will completely take them out. I guess so, maybe. If you shoot a wizard, like, do they die? Or they're just like, oh, what happened? I don't know. Oh, I don't condone this language, but Chapter 10, Author's Note.
Stupid, you gay fags! If you do not lick my story, then fuck off! P.S. It turns out Bloody Mary isn't a muggle effort. Al, and she and Vampire are evil, that's why they moved houses, okay?
Oh, I was really scared about Voldemort all day. I was even upset. Went to rehearsals with my gothic metal band. Bloody Gothic Rose 666. Great. I am the lead singer of it and I play guitar. People say that we sound like a cross between GC, Slipknot, and MCR. Yeah, great. The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco, Ron, although we call him Diabolo now. He has black hair now with blue streaks in it. And Hagar and Hargrid. Only today, Draco and Vampire were depressed, so they weren't coming, and we wrote songs instead. I knew Draco was probably slitting his wrists. He wouldn't die because he is a vampire too, and the only way you can kill a vampire is with a CROSS. There is no way I'm writing that. Or a steak. They're vegetarians, apparently. Or vegans. And Vampire was probably watching a depressed movie, like The Corpse, a depressing movie, like The Corpse Bride. I put on a black leather skirt that showed off my boobs. Oh, shirt, fucking cock! And tiny matching miniskirt that said Simple Plan on the butt. You might think I'm a slut, but I'm really not. Me neither. We were singing a cover of Helena, and at the end of the song, I suddenly burst into tears. Oh, what was Bloody Mary's voice? Did she have a voice? Was she the Valley Girl? I think so. Ebony! Oh no, she wasn't the Valley Girl, she was the Cockney. Ebony, are you okay? Bloody Mary asked in a concerted voice. What the fuck do you think? I asked angrily. And then I said, well, Voldemort came and the fucking bastard told me to fucking kill Harry. But I don't want to kill him because he's really nice, even if he did go out with Draco. But if I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will fucking kill Draco. I burst into tears. Suddenly, Draco jumped out from behind a wall, as one's known to do. Why didn't you fucking tell me? He shouted. How could you fucking poser muggle bitch?
See, is that out of character?
I started to cry and cry. Draco started to cry too, all sensitive. Then he ran out crying. We practiced for 1 more hour. Then suddenly Dumbledore walked in angrily. His eyes were all fiery, and I knew this time it wasn't because he had a headache. What have you done? He started to cry wisely. Oh.
See, that's basically not swearing. And this time he was really upset, and we'll see why.
Ebony, Draco has been found in his room. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists.
Didn't she just say he wouldn't die slitting his wrists? Alrighty, Roo. Chapter 11. Author's note.
Oh, I said stop flaming, you preps! See, if this chapter is stupid one, it deals with really serious issues. See for yourself. If it's stupid, brew. Thanks to my friend Raven for helping me.
Oh, no! I screamed. I was horrified. Bloody Mary tried to comfort me, but I told her fuck off and ran to my room crying myself. Dumbledore chased after me, shouting, but he had to stop when I went into my room because he would look like a perv that way. Anyway, I started crying tears of blood, and then I slit both of my wrists. They got all over my clothes, so I took them off and jumped into the bath angrily while I put on a Linkin Park song at full volume. I grabbed a stake and almost stuck it in my heart to commit suicide. I was so fucking depressed. I got out of the bathtub and put on a black low-cut dress with lace all over it sandly. I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the ends and 6 pairs of skull earrings. I couldn't fucking believe it. Then I looked out the window and screamed. Snap was spying on me, and he was taking a videotape of me. And Lupin was masticating to it. They were sitting on their broomsticks. Ew, you fucking pervs! Stop looking at me naked! Are you pedos or what? I screamed, putting on a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. Suddenly, Vampire ran in. Oh, what was Vampire's voice? Abracadabra! He yelled at Snape and Lupin, pointing his womb. I took my gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times, and they both started screaming, and the camera broke. Suddenly, Dumbledore ran in. Oh boy.
Ebony! Oh, yeah, Ebony! It has been revealed that someone has... No!
He shouted, looking at Snape and Lupin, and then he waved his wand, and suddenly, Hagrid ran outside on his broom and said, "Everyone, we need to talk." I don't know who says this, but let's just say Dumbledore.
What do you know, Hagrid? Hagrid, you're just a little Hogwarts student!
Hagrid voice, Hagrid voice.
I may be a Hogwarts student,
Hagrid paused angrily.
but I'm also a Satanist.
This cannot be, Snap said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand where Dumbledore's wand had shot him. What? There must be other factors. You don't have any, I yelled in madly. Lupin held up the camera triumphantly. Lupin voice.
Blood may be ruined, but the tape's still here.
I felt faint, more than I normally do, like how it feels when you don't drink enough blood.
Why are you doing this?
Lupin said angrily while he rubbed his dirty hands on his cloak. And then I heard the words that I had heard before, but not from him. I did not know whether to feel shocked and happy or to bite him and drink his blood because I felt faint.
Because,
Hagrid said, and then paused in the air, dramatically waving his wand in the air. Then swooped in, he singing to the tune of a gothic version of a song by 50 Cent.
Because you're gothic.
Snap asked in a little afraid voice. Because he was afraid, it meant he was connected with Satan.
Because I love her!
That went all over the place. My brain broke halfway through. I'm not even gonna try to make sense of that. Of the mastication at that point. Oh god, here we go. Oh, chapter 12. Author's note.
Stop saying, okay? Hagrid is a pedo too. A lot of people in American schools are like that. I wanted to address that issue. How do Uno Snap ain't Christian plus Hagrid isn't really in love with Ebony? That was Cedric, okay?
Oh! I was about to slit my wrist again with a silver knife that Drago, Carl Drago, had given me in case anything had happened to him. He had told me to use it valiantly against an enemy, but I knew that we must go together. No! I thought it was Hagrid, but it was Vampire. He started to scream. OMFG! No! My scar hurts! And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. I stopped. How did you know? I saw it, and my scar turned back into the lightning bolt. No! I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. I do, but Diabolo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation, he said back. Anyway, my scar hurt and it turned back into the lightning bolt. Save me! Then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage! Ah! Anyway, I was in the school nurse's office now recovering from my slit wrists. Snap and Lupin and Hagrid were there too. They were going to St. Mango's after they recovered because 'cause they were pedophiles, and you can't have those fucking pervs teaching in a school with lots of hot girls. Dumbledore had constipated the Sidio camera they took of me naked. I put my middle finger up at them. Anyway, Hagrid came into my hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses. Did he not go to fucking St. Mango's?
ENOBY, I need to tell you something.
He said in a serious voice, giving me the roses. Fuck off, I told him. You know I fucking hate the color pink anyway, and I don't like fucked up preps like you, I snapped. Hagrid had been mean to me before for being gothic.
No, ENOBY.
Hagrid says.
Those are not roses.
What? Are they goths to you, poser prep? I asked because I was angry that he had brought me pink roses. Clearly.
I saved your life,
he yelled angrily. No, you didn't, I replied. You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton pee video made from your shower scene and being wooed by Snap and Lupin, who masturbated.
See, is that spelled wrong?
To it he added silently. Whatever! I yelled angrily. He pointed his wand at the pink roses.
These aren't roses.
He suddenly looked at them with an evil look in his eye and muttered,
Well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say.
That's not a spell, that's an MCR song, I corrected him wisely.
I know. I was just warming up my vocal cordes.
Then he screamed,
Petulus, Marengo, mi cremlici, cremilcli, romaggio.
For all you cool gothic MCR fans out there, that is a tribute, especially for Raven, I love you, girl.
Imo, natto, okeo.
oh boy. And then the roses turned into a huge black flame floating in the middle of the air. And it was black. Now I knew he wasn't a prep. Okay, I believe you now. What the fuck is Draco? Hagrid rolled his eyes. I looked into the balls of flame, but I could see nothing.
You see, ENOBY,
Dumbledore said, watching the two of us watching the flame. Oh.
To see what is the flames.
Haha, your viewers, flames, get it?
You must find yourself first, Kate.
I have found myself, okay, you mean old man! Oh, fuck.
I have found myself, okay, you mean old man.
Hagrid yelled. Dumbledore looked shocked. I guess he didn't have a headache, or else he would have said something back. Hagrid stormed off back to his bed.
You're a liar, Prof. Dumbledore.
Anyway, when I got better, I went upstairs and put on a black leather mini dress that was all ripped on the ends with lace on it. There was some corset stuff on the front. Then I put black fishnets and black high-heeled boots with pictures of Billy Joe Armstrong on them. I put my hair all around me so I looked like Samara from The Ring.
If you don't know who she is, you're a prep, so fuck off!
And I put on blood red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lip gloss. Kind of defeats the purpose of your blood red lipstick, but okay.
You look kawaii, girl!
Bloody Mary said.
Thanks, Gidid. You do too, I said sadly too, but I was still upset. I slit both my wrists, feeling totally depressed, and I sucked all the blood. Uh-oh. Phew! God bless me. Sorry. I cried again in my bathroom. I'm allergic to the story. I cried again in my bathroom and put the shades on so Snap and Lupin couldn't spy on me this time. I went to some classes. Vampire was in the hair of magical creatures. He looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared, and he had used to be in love with Draco. He was sucking some blood from a Hufflepuff.
"Hi," he said in a depressed way. "Hi back," I said in a equally said way. We both looked at each other for some time. Harry had beautiful gothic red eyes, so much like Draco's. Then we jumped on each other and started screwing each other.
Stop it now, you horny simpletons,
shouted Professor McGoggle, who was watching us, and so was everyone else. Vampire, you fucker, I said, slapping him. Stop trying to screw me. You know I loved Draco. I shouted, then I ran away angrily. Just then he started to scream, OMFG, no! My scar hurts. And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. No, what? Hang on a second. Is this? I guess it's the same exact thing as the beginning. And then his eyes rolled up. Okay. No! I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. I do, but Diabolo changed it into a pentagram for me. I always cover it up with foundation, he said back. Anyway, my scar hurt and I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage. Okay, literally, Ebony. Did you just copy paste the same thing from earlier in the chapter? Okay, I just did some research and apparently that is universal, like the same thing as in the beginning of chapter 12, it ends chapter 12, it bookends it, weirdly. So, okay. Oh, my head hurts so much. Oh, I'm so gothic right now. Ugh. All right, anyway, maybe, do you think Ebony would like me because I'm being all emo giants lately? Anyway, that is the next couple chapters. Want to have a guest on soon. This week was a total piss taker. So if you like it, I'll continue, and we'll keep going here and keep kicking some serious ass. So thank you guys for watching, and take care, bitches. Oh, look who decided to show up. Hang on. Hello. Are you a nice cat? Are you a nice lady?